find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Six yards left on second down. Again, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Vikings nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The Vikings at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception,
Touchdown, L.A. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
This ball complete to Rager.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
8 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
Complete to Adam Thielen. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 38 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down the middle for getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. 30. 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
Herbert's pass complete to
That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they've been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 21. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, 49 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph now they have the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw here, Herbert. Well, that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's got room. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, 67 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 35, Vikings 28. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Hopkins to kick off the return.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That is caught by Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Cook following the penalty. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it on. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Second and 11. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 4. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Charger drive about to get going. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches See you, he told the quarterback. We just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play action. It's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
5 yards remain on second down.
And again, it's Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Williams, the man in motion left. Herbert on 3rd down now. Flush to his right.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
In motion right comes Allen. Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb, 29 yards.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third and 2, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 49, Vikings 28. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Cook up the gut.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real... Herbert has it knocked free. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all. What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, You think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Taken from about the 12.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Chargers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.